ask a fellow prisoner if he'd like a lollipop.
Once again, welcome back to Cooking with Convicts
and a Band of Thieves
comedy show. Today we have on, again, Brother Neil's with us again.
What's happening?
We have W.T. Ori, my co-host, who is the author of Prisoner's Lampoon. And we also have my boy who was co-founder of the Queens Mafia before we had to switch up names because we had to whack a bunch of people. Kevin Sanchez. I affectionately call him the Dirty Sanchez.
We fucking Opie and Anthony? Fucking Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, and that's some hack shit. That's some hack shit.
You know what? Can you do my introduction over again?
Okay.
I'm fucking with you.
So Sanchez, tell us a little bit about yourself. Our viewers want to know who the fuck are you?
I'm a New York City open micer.
Uh-oh.
And
are you a professional open micer?
I guess.
So he's caught in purgatory.
He's in purgatory. We're pulling him out.
Yeah. We should call you Bringer.
Yeah, basically. I'm just doing bringers and doing my own shows in the city. And but who gives a fuck about that shit, man?
I know, that sucks. Those fucking promoters. They fuck us coming and going.
Yes, they do. Like, currently, I'm banned out of Broadway Comedy Club, Greenwich Comedy Club, and Dangerfields.
It's because you can't pronounce the names?
Yeah, because it's Greenwich, not Greenwich.
No, I can never say that fucking word right.
There's no
Well,
W
you
there.
did an excellent show last time you were down there.
No, I did,
Where,
but...
Greenwich or Broadway?
No, I was at Broadway. No, at Greenwich I
was
killed,
excellent.
but what happened was I actually did a show at Broadway one night,
Yeah, but it's only copy.
and then I went to a free show a couple weeks later. John Patera was producing it, and it was a free show at Dangerfields, and me and Ori went there, and I was fucking lit like the fucking Christmas tree.
And by lit, you mean drunk as fuck?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you something about my what Chris. Let me tell you something about Chris. First of all, I'm surprised he's still alive. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't spoken to this guy in like 3 months. I'm pretty sure he's dead. There's no way he's alive. And then every 2 months, somebody will post a picture of him on Instagram, him walking to a comedy club and shit, or getting kicked out of a comedy club,
dragged out,
calling people hacks, and I seen him again last week, and he goes, and we having a discussion. And he's like, I'm like, oh, how you doing, buddy? He goes, you know me, I'm 16 drinks in already. I got 16 shots in me, Sanchez.
Sanchez.
And then out of the clear blue sky, there's 3 white women walking towards us. And we're in Harlem, which was weird for me. I haven't seen that in a long time. 3 white women are walking towards us, and without any warning, Chris pulls out his dick and just starts peeing. He just starts peeing. He just pulls out his dick and he starts peeing in front of these white women. And they just, like, it's like if they knew him. And they're just like, okay, yeah, that's a dick. He's peeing. And he just kept moving.
Well, that's how you speak.
Harlem World.
There you go. Fucking Ori's fucking stomping grounds.
It's Harlem World, and I'm white, so it's like I get away. And I was dressed okay.
You were dressed okay then.
I was dressed okay tonight. I wasn't thugging it.
Yeah,
You know, I had the blazer on and shit, so they let me slide.
Yeah.
If I would have had the army shit on, they would have been calling the police on my ass.
Po-po.
You know, is there anybody here who hasn't met this guy while he was drunk?
Oh, my God.
I seen him coming out of church drunk. Yeah. That's how I met him.
That's how you met him?
I met him with a tray of fucking, what's this shit called? Edible brownies.
Oh, my
And
God.
he was ready to get on the stage. He started arguing with the host because the host stole his brownies.
What?
Yeah, I was arguing with Jimmy Peoples, that cocksucker.
Oh,
And
man.
he sucks cock.
Oh, well, you know, that's what a cocksucker does.
He won't admit it yet either. He's one of the whitest black guys I know. He's like, you can't say nigger, but I'm going to talk like Carlton Banks. So, anyways, you're going to have to refresh my memory, because, you know what, since we're talking
We're
about
at a club called The Stand, which is no longer a comedy
No.
club.
When the night I got thrown out of Dangerfield.
Oh, Dangerfield. So, where the fuck was we? Oh, we had just finished filming
At the comic strip?
At the comic strip. We had finished filming. We had left, and you had some tickets to Dangerfield, and we were going to go in there, have a drink, have some appetizers, and get the fuck out of there. We get there, you know, Adam orders as usual. I ordered some...
17 drinks?
No, this was 17, yeah.
Okay.
I had ordered some wings. Oh my God, these wings in tins was delicious. My first bite, he starts heckling the comics. You're a bum. You can't take it. Where you from? I heard that joke before. Only at Dangerfield. Same thing twice. Oh, shit. The next comic comes up, a black guy. So I guess he figured his blackness was going to show Adam something. So he starts doing his set, and Adam wasn't even talking to him. He was talking to me out loud, and he decides to put the mic down and says he's going to beat the shit out of Adam. I couldn't allow that. I said, I got him. He said, and you too. I said, oh, buddy. That's a career-ending move there. Then that time we were surrounded by, like, Gorilla Monsoon, King Kong Bundy.
Aren't they all dead?
No, these guys surrounded us. Anyway, make a long story short, they throw us out and tell Adam, a.k.a. Chris Hogan, he's never going to eat in this town again. And the rest is history.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, no one... Like, when a promoter says some shit like that, right? And you're like a
bringer promoter.
A bringer promoter. You're never going to work in this town again. I can't take you serious as a man.
It was a woman.
It was a woman.
That explains everything.
Sorry. If that's the case, she could end your career.
I'm pulling shots now. It was fucking Kim Donat, who's Julius's wife, who Julius will act like he's running shit. Julius ain't running fucking shit. He's drunk all the time. So Kim looks at me, and she's like, oh, that's my drunk husband personified, so I'm really going to fucking hate this guy.
Also, she's like thinking about the beatings and shit.
Yes, absolutely. So then she fucking lies to Al Martin. I do a show at Broadway, like, a couple days later. I'm actually sober that night, which you know that doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
by sober, you mean like you're only 10 drinks?
I was under 8 drinks.
Okay.
5 drinks.
5
Yeah.
drinks. Okay.
It was like, my man was trying to buy me drinks before the show, and I'm like, no, I'm not getting a bomb tonight. I want to make a good impression. It's time to fucking rock and roll. So I'm sitting in the hallway all night. It was a Steve Aarons show, who I really like Steve Aarons. If I was going to do bringer shows, I would do them with him. So I do my show. I actually fucking rocked the crowd.
Yeah.
It was a good night. You have nights where you're good. You have nights where you're not. It
course.
was a good night. It was a good night. And so I get a call from Evan Weiss 2 days later, and he goes, what the fuck did you do at Broadway?
I remember you told me the next morning.
So Kim Donat lies to Al Martin, who owns, am I pronouncing it right? How do you say it?
Greenwich Village.
Thank you. And Broadway. Al
Well,
Martin.
what'd she say? Do you know?
Yes, she said, I went downstairs and started heckling people, wouldn't pay for my drinks, and said I would only work for Evan Weiss.
I'll tell you what. I believe, actually not the 2 out of those 3 things. I believe that you heckled, and I believe that you said I will only work for Evan Weiss. But what I will not believe is you not paying for your drinks. That's not true. Listen, this guy, I've been with him a lot of places, and if there's one thing he has 100% integrity about, is paying for his fucking drinks.
Well, I mean, you can't get drunk if you don't pay for them, right?
Absolutely.
They stop giving them to you.
Yeah, no, so she lies on me. And you know what? I said, I was actually upstairs that night. I was in the porn room. I always call that the porn room, the upstairs room.
What are you talking about, Dave?
With the red.
Broadway. Yeah.
I always call that the 70s porn room. It's like, boom, chicka, boom, boom. And I'm like, Evan's like, dude, they're saying you were pissed drunk. You were downstairs. I was like, dude, I was performing upstairs. I wasn't even on your card.
Whose card was you on upstairs?
That was Steve Aarons that night. Very nice guy. Gay guy.
What day is
Great guy. That was a Tuesday night.
Yeah, okay. He's got Tuesdays and Thursdays or just Tuesdays?
I don't know, because, I'm banned out of there now. I don't give a fuck. I don't even
Fuck
want to
him.
fucking perform there. Those are fucking shitholes. But, so Evan calls me, and I'm like, call Rich Schultes. I don't know if you've met Rich yet. Rich headlines all over the country.
Rich.
And me and Rich were talking the whole night, and I said, call Rich, ask him. I was not fucked up. And Rich...
You told this to who, Evan?
Yeah. And I'm like, call Rich, ask him. I wasn't fucked up. And Rich told him, but Al didn't even want to hear it.
So what was the ultimate outcome? You're not working in Manhattan no more? Or
No, there's plenty of places in Manhattan.
Absolutely. So we keep it moving.
We keep it moving. I'm just banned out of, how do you say it?
So you're banned from them bringing us down there, taking our money and making us buy 2 drinks. So you're banned from putting money in their pocket. Because were they giving you anything?
No, fuck
them.
That's not banned. Also, if you get big, let's say tomorrow something goes on YouTube, and I fucking love this dude. He's the only white guy who says nigger. And you make it big, right? They call you up. They be like, hey, buddy, you want to do our show?
Absolutely.
You want half the door? You want the drinks? Huh? You bring a crowd of drinkers?
And see, here's the fucked up thing. Like, he knows my mentor. You haven't met my mentor. Most people will not have heard of this guy. But Danny Vitale. And he's actually banned from everywhere. We knew Danny tried to kick Jim Gaffigan's ass one night at Caroline's because Jim was stealing his material when he first started off. Jim doesn't do that anymore. I find Jim to be a very nice guy. I've done shows with him a couple times.
Yeah. Because he's a proctologist now. You know that, right? He went to medical school. Yeah. He's a proctologist.
I don't think the guy's very smart, but
That's an asshole doctor, isn't it? Does he fix assholes? What does he do?
He just plays with them.
but Danny has turned into such a pussy. Like the other night, I knew Broadway was having their Christmas party.
Yeah.
And
I was invited to that.
I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
Oh, shit.
And Danny's not drinking anymore, so, he's not the same fucking angry guy he used to be. Like, Danny's like 6'2", 350. And I'm like, come on, Danny, let's show up. I'm like, everybody hates you there. I was like, and if you show up with me, I was like, we'll get a story out of it.
Yeah.
But, as people get older, a lot of people start getting afraid. And
not afraid. It's
Did you get a story out of it?
Did you go?
No,
that was the night we ended up doing our show in Harlem.
We took it up to uptown Harlem World.
See, now if you'd have got a story out of it, we could have used it right now.
We got a story.
No, and that's
we're filming that night also, Adam.
Yes, no, we were. Yes, by the way, like I said, my man W.T. Ori got a documentary going on right now. That'll be out soon, too.
Netflix.
Netflix special before 2020, people.
Before 2000, come on, man, that's a whole fucking year.
Hey,
Sonny, let me ask you something.
Ask me something.
Neil, where the fuck we get Sonny from in Neil? I mean, I'm not big
See,
on
I
the
can tell you
alphabet.
the Sonny story, but people don't ever fucking believe me, man.
Let me hear it.
I was drunk in Fort Lauderdale in a bar called Penrod's, right? So I'm sitting in the
Ramrods,
fucking...
you said?
Not Ramrods, that's your place, right? I was hanging out on the side of the pool, right? And this fucking girl, she's up on the sun deck, right? She comes running down, she runs all the way around the pool, and she comes to me, she looks, she turned around and ran the other way. I said, what the fuck was that about, right? So now I'm a kid at the time. I'm like 19 years old. So I would go over to the bar where she went. I said, what the fuck? Do I know you from somewhere? She said, no, I thought you were somebody else. I said, well, who the fuck did you think I was? Right? So she said, no, I ain't going to tell you. You're going to laugh. I won't laugh. I promise. She said, Don Johnson.
Oh, my God.
That was my reaction.
Did you have hair then?
Yeah, I was that long hair, man.
Let me see. Show me the photo.
So anyway, she just started hanging out with me. She started calling me Sonny because if you remember, Don Johnson in fucking Miami Vice, he was Sonny Crockett. Yes. So that's where the whole thing started from, right?
That's not an unbelievable story. That's a believable story.
But I told that story. I don't look like him anymore. I told that story in prison, and the name just stuck, and they called me Sonny for a long time.
I never called you Neil.
Long time.
I called you Chris for the most part.
Yeah, it's because you're a fucking
Sonny.
Genius.
That I am.
Chris and Sonny. Oh my God.
Let me ask you something. How often you masturbated while you were in prison?
Shit. Well, the older you get, the fucking less you do it. You just get tired of it.
Not true.
Well,
not true.
Fucking pervert.
If I wake up half hungover and I'm trying to dry out, I'll masturbate 5 times within the 2-hour clip.
Well, you're the youngest here, Kevin. How often you masturbate?
Well, I live with my lady.
Oh,
so
we didn't ask you that.
She cuts into a lot of it. I say it's 2 times a day. Okay. Once in the morning. Damn. Once in the evening.
Must be good to be
without her.
That's with her. That's like in between it's fucking.
Oh my God.
Must be good to be young again, right?
It's good to be the king.
I do have a question for you because I'm awful at relationships with women.
He's not telling you how big it is.
No, I didn't want to I didn't want to know how big it was. Like, how long have you been with this girl?
How long?
Yes, how long, roughly?
Roughly?
I've been
Christ,
with
that could be a sexual allegation at this point in life.
Oh my
this me
shit.
Relax, man. You're gonna fuck up your future Oscar hosting duties. All right, you don't want to do that. I've been with her roughly 2 years.
Okay, so are you tired of beating the pussy up yet, or what? Or is it still okay?
We got a resurgence recently. We got a resurgence recently, and yeah.
Okay, well, hey, thanks for joining us again.
I come on her face.
That's awesome. That's a
That's
winner.
a good
That's a
fucking
winner.
right there.
Band of Thieves. Peace.
Barry, did you